So it was my 40th birthday, and I wanted to plan something really special because I'm a mother of a special needs kid, and it's not often I get to be out of the house and doing something for myself. So I arranged childcare for the entire day, and I planned a special trip to San Francisco. I had been going to the ashram in Oakland, and Guru mine, my guru, was actually coming to San Francisco in person, and I wanted to be there and see her and to have that experience. I've been going to pray at the ashram because my life was just feeling so dull and so unimportant and so mediocre. And yeah, I was taking care of a beautiful kid, but my marriage was falling apart, and I was just generally unhappy and feeling disconnected. So I went to San Francisco on this fateful day, and I sat with my friends in these tiny little seats, and I watched Guru Mai. And Guru Mai was way down there. She was about this big on stage, very colorfully dressed, but still small. And I was focusing on her, and we chanted, and we chanted, and we chanted. And oh my gosh, I got so bored. I was feeling resentful. I wished I had done a pedicure and manicure instead, maybe a massage. Here we are in these uncomfortable chairs chanting, and I thought, I need to leave. And I couldn't because it was so embarrassing, right in the middle of I don't know how many thousands of people. I could not stand up. And then all of a sudden, she felt like she looked right dead center at me. And I felt the rush of her energy coming towards me. And my whole body went into a trembling, excited, jubilant, joyful place of expansion and oneness with all beings. I've never felt that way ever before. And I was expanded, and it felt like my atoms inside my body were rearranging and aligning with source and source energy. And I could barely breathe. In my mind, your mind does these strange things. What is going on? And I thought, oh, this is what Shaktipat, receiving Shaktipat is. Or perhaps it's a full Kundalini awakening. I have the spiritual terms down. I just had no idea of what was the concept of it and how it felt in your actual bodies when your cells start to vibrate in oneness. And my body was shaking and vibrating, and I was crying and laughing at the same time, and this lasted for 45 minutes. They had to call the attendants over to help me, and they took me out into the foyer, and they stood with me and gave me little cups of water. And after I had calmed down, my body had stopped shaking moderately so, I started to cry. And I cried because I felt the separation of the difference between what mediocre life was and what this place of ecstatic bliss was. And I did not want to go back to my old life. I knew I was going to be changed forever, and that my son's life and my life was going to be changed forever. And that forever now we have this different measurement of what it feels like to be connected to all beings.